Good day, everyone, and we're back on our We Global Employees Choice Award Leadership Interview Series. And with us is Mr. Shaji Varghese. He needs no introduction, but I've got to do my job. He's the CEO of Muthoot FinCorp, and he has 25 years experience with him in banking and financial sector. He's the one who turned around PNB Housing Finance and made it one of the leaders in the industry. He's also worked with Cholamandalam Investment Finance, IndusInd Bank, and he excels in sustainable business management, regulatory compliance, risk management, and leveraging people excellence to build business excellence and customer excellence. He believes strongly that his people and customer are his true brand ambassadors, and they bring the business success and they build the brand of the business. By virtue of qualification, he has a degree in law and management, and he's also got a strategic management program certification from Harvard University. He strongly believes and aligns with the mission of MFL's goal to transform the life of the common man by improving their financial well-being. And under his leadership, not only the business, but also the customer engagement and employee engagement has been moving and moving up, which is testimony to the fact that Muthoot FinCorp has been chosen as the We Global Employees Choice Workplace. So his employees have chosen the workplace as to one of the best workplaces in the country and in the mega category because he employs a lot of employees. Congratulations, Shaji, for this award.
Thank you for the award, and thank you for having me over for this conversation.
Um, Most welcome, and thank you that you agreed to share your experiences and wisdom with the industry. And I'm sure it will go a long way in helping the young professionals as well as people like me, because learning is a constant process and it's not determined by age. I must also share with all of you that Muthoot FinCorp also won awards in the category of millennials, Gen Z, and diversity and inclusion, which is very commendable for a large organization like this. And I congratulate you, Shaji, for being the Employees Choice CEO for 2024.
Thank you. Thank you, and good to hear that. Thank you.
You're most welcome. And I think the uh, thanks is due to your employees who uh, who have chosen you, and actually to you who's created an organization where the employees are so well aligned with the business and are thankful to the CEO and CHRO.
Thank you.
Sure. So I'll ask the question again. Uh, what has helped Muthoot FinCorp to win the We Global Employees Choice Workplace Award?
Yeah. Okay. So, frankly, we are not done really anything to get the award. It comes with the way for us for sure. Okay. There are a few things. Probably, is an indication first that uh, there is a great alignment of the management thought and the team on the larger purpose, larger objective, and what we are trying to do. What we have few things just to share specifically what we are kind of we have done is our focus has been on learning of our employees. We do a lot of efforts on the learning side of the employees because they learn more, their ability to produce the productivity enhancement, we have seen because they are able to produce more, the productivity enhances. We also see their earning potential is also enhancing. We have also created a lot of opportunity and platforms to celebrate this as well, which means a lot of opportunity and platform to recognize their contribution. This is one side of the matter which we have done. On the other side, we also brought in a lot of transparency. Transparency in terms of quantifiable KPIs. So that really helps employees to understand what is that is expected out of them, of the grand plan of the organization. Because it is quantified, they are also able to really understand how much and what is their contribution. And we also ensure that almost 80% of their outcomes are quantifiable. So to that extent, they can also their career progression enhancement is more predictable. We also create an environment where a lot of IJP is being created. So those who are really able to learn, perform good, also able to get internal job postings as well. It is ensuring that their career progression within the organization is well addressed. And I think our employees are also able to really, through this job, find a larger purpose of their life as well, their career as well. Because we as an organization is an extremely purpose-driven organization. So that alignment is also helping the individuals to kind of discover and perform better so that we have a collective objective and alignment when we come to deliver to the end consumer. Of course, we can go on talk a lot more. It is not there one or two. There are so many small and big things we have done. When it comes to these matters, the small is big. It's not one or two. There are many more. These are the few things coming on top of my mind when you all of a sudden ask this.
Top of mind things are the key things, and of course, it's a holistic approach. There are a lot of things that plug a lot of gaps that ensures that an organization gets to a position that Muthoot FinCorp has gotten to. Now, the next question I have is that what initiatives do you think played a major role in you becoming a employee's choice CEO?
Okay, I think what I really notice many a times is the larger strategy plan and the grand plan of the organization, it really does not percolate down to the last, colleague who deals with the consumer. We have been, extremely focused on communicating. So communication and transparency being very important chosen focus for us. So we have, spent a lot of time in communicating what we really intend to do and what is that impact, how is that going to create an impact in our nation building and how these individuals can contribute into the larger, purpose of, nation building and our purpose. I think communication has been a differentiator, which has helped us to really align the organizational objective to the individual's larger, career and life at large. I think that has really helped, across our cadre to kind of, do knowingly why do they do what they do. I think that has really helped the larger alignment. I think that's what my biggest take on, which is contributed to an aligned and intense VC that is being reflected in our business results as well.
That's really nice. So the other question that I wanted to ask you is that how is employee engagement impacting your business?
See, what the result what we are seeing through this engagement survey is just an acknowledgement of what we kind of been wanting to do or what we are attempting. The whole employee engagement is coming from a belief that an engaged employee is potentially will bring engaged customers. Okay, so a happy employee will bring in happy customers. So we are very conscious of that. Our employees are the biggest brand ambassadors for us. So they deal with the consumers, they originate, they serve them. So it is very, very important that we have a well-engaged, employees, on board with us. So we consciously work on that. We understand the importance of having engaged employee. We also understand the importance of measure and keep a check on how well employees of various parts of the organization is. So we believe in that. So that an engaged employee is very important in a consumer business like ours. It's a people-centric business, for us. So people are the most important and the most valuable capital for us. So we are a company focused on human capital. So keeping that in mind, of course, we consciously understand our engagement level, and of course, we keep our ears and eyes and open from the survey and figure out where we can further improve, because we believe in continuous improvement. Uh, having whatever awards and survey results which you're talking about, we further work on, we are looking forward to work further on how we can improve from where we are now, because we believe in continuous improvement. And I'm sure that we can do much more, from where we are. And such awards also, the expectations are only going higher and higher. So we need to do further more and further better. So we will stay focused on this.
Thank you very much. That's really nice. And in a large organization and geographically diversified organization with multiple leaders, multiple managers across different geographies, how did you manage to create diversity and inclusion uh, from the perspective of gender diversity and ensure that it is really spread across,
Okay, look,
practiced across?
yeah, see, at Muthoot FinCorp, whether it is on diversity or either it is gender, geography, language, all these very naturally come because why do we exist? The very purpose is so well articulated and well understood by all of us. Because it is kind of well grinded inside the organization. Comes very natural. We are not doing efforts because we want to kind of look at diversity. That's not the way it is looked at. When it comes to diversity, of course, we are conscious and and also understand the importance to have a diversified gender. I'm happy to share we have over 10,000 women in our company, which is almost very close to 50,000 of our 50%. Sorry, 50% of our employees are women. If we have to create that, we also need an alignment in the how we manage, how we deal with people as well. All of us know the magic lady has different roles to play once she goes home and even before she comes to the office. So we have created an environment, a human HR environment to support them. We are very conscious of we employees come to the office on time so that employees go home on time. 5:30 is the cutoff time. We have normal business hours. By 5:45, we expect all our colleagues to go out, and the system triggers an escalation at 5:45. How many have gone out, or how many are still hanging around at the office? By 6, the escalation comes to the head of operations. She's also another lady. She ensures that all have gone home by then. We strictly follow this. Then only this can be achieved. That's one. Second, when it comes to diversity, it's not only gender for us. We also follow a language diversity within the company. We don't insist our employees to be a English medium graduate at all. After all, our consumers are local residents. We don't insist for that as well. Third, we also create jobs in the locality. So we look at the locality diversification, language diversification, and also gender as well. So very consciously driven. It need not be drive much, frankly, in this organization because all of us are aligned to the larger purpose why we exist. And we also strongly believe these diversities are very, very important. If a nation really has to progress, and the master plan, which we just heard from the finance minister during the budget discussion of India to become a developed nation by 2047, if that grant and the master plan to achieve, it's important that women also participates in the economic activity. All these are deep-rooted belief which is existing in this group for a longer while. So we have just been implementing this for so many years. It comes very naturally to us. We will continue to stay put in that.
Thank you very much. This is enlightening. This is enlightening. And how have you managed to build a purpose-driven organization?
Now, I think that is to do with, frankly, this purpose is not set in the recent time. You also need to understand the history of our company. This group has a business history of 147 years. So this organization or the business group has seen, the pre-independence, world wars, famine, all those and survived. We always focused on the underserved, and we continue to focus on that because the very purpose why we exist has been articulated quite well in advance. Even when we hire employees, a new colleague coming on board, we even tell that upfront. We educate them. This is why we are. Do we have a common ground? That's why even we do hiring in this company. So it's not a one day process. It's built over many decades. Even while we choose employees, we do kind of take them through and explain to them why we do this. And if there is an alignment, they join us. If not, of course, they have the world waiting for them. And they see that being practiced in the organization day in and day out. So in the process, what really happens is our employees are able to discover a larger purpose to own life than just an employment and a means of income. Okay, we have both
Absolutely.
employees and customers there, second generation, third generations too. So they are seeing that value. We have situations where parents have sent their children back to us. We have grandchildren working in the group, who worked with us. So it is a larger.
Admirable,
Uh,
admirable.
yeah. Why we exist is been so articulated. We don't have any confusion in that space.
Uh, Also, you spoke about employees uh, getting engaged or being engaged by the organization and they engaging customers and happy employees creating happy customers. So you spoke about engaged employees creating engaged customers, happy employees creating happy customers, and that driving the business and the profit growth. So how was the foundation of this organization or the foundation of engaging employees and customers laid in this organization, and how have you made sure that that is carried forward as you grow, both in terms of business and in terms of number of employees coming from different companies, different schools, different cultures, different linguistic cultures, etc.?
See, while I think one of the area where it is really working for us is that a well articulated purpose why we exist. The whole alignment is not built after the employee is joined. It starts even before an employee has come on board with us. Right from at an early hiring stage. And we also have a lot of seasoned employees within the organization. And the question what you ask, how do we ensure that even while we expand and grow, this purpose is driven down? I believe that's the question what you're asking. So a lot of our managers are homegrown. We actively engage internal job posting. We prefer and we have created an environment where our internal experienced colleagues move up in the ladder and hierarchy because they are homegrown. They are so well aligned to the values and the purpose, why we exist. So they are able to, they are also seeing it is practiced by their line managers. It comes very handy to them even when they train. 100% employees in this company go through a pre-decided induction and orientation program. We call it Gurukul. Unless and until they go through the Gurukul and certify themselves, they don't get onto the job. So it's a combination of while we hire, we look at it. We have line managers who has been a practitioner, spent good enough time in the organization. Third, a very focused, training and orientation. But the next, which is very important, our business, we practice day in and day out that. So that what we speak and what we practice, what we implement on the ground are same. Example to say, almost 30% of consumers are women. Over, almost 40% of our customers estimated to be first time to credit. So we are in the job of financial inclusion. Those who are not part of the formal banking system, this is consciously done. They see it is happening. They enjoy it happening to their own consumers. So because they are also actively able to participate in that, the purpose why we exist, it has become a way of life for us. It is not a deliberate act or somebody has to forcefully do. It comes naturally because the business itself is aligned that way.
Fantastic. Fantastic. What would be your advice to young professionals and leaders in the industry?
I think there are one or two things. The first thing I would like to say is, human capital is the most valuable capital. If you want to build an organization built to last, we need to have people, which is aligned to the larger objective of the organization and also well aligned to the purpose why the organization exists. And that alignment is very, very important. Next is any business which we do, think from two very important stakeholders. One is the consumer. Start thinking all from the consumer, what benefit it is brought to the customer or which problem of the consumer has been addressed. Second is the employee. Okay, that both on the ease of doing job and ease of doing business and a value add to these two stakeholders are very, very important. As long as these two things are taken care, it will add a lot of value to the shareholders and finally a nation at large. That's my advice and what you just asked.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. This is absolutely great. Now, I wanted to know how W.E Matter has been helping your organization in furthering the engagement of employees and its impact on business.
I think it's very simple. What you track, you can measure. What you can measure, you can make improvement. We as a company, as a group, strongly believe in continuous improvement. It is very important that we do take in a structured manner, we do take feedback from our own employees in a very independent and organized manner. I think that's where W.E Matter came on the way. I think you could really bring on in a much friendly, easy to participate environment. I think the reflection is I think over 90%, 98% employees did participate successfully and they could complete it. I think that's the reflection of what you could also bring on to the, to us, how this can be done. So we strongly believe in that, track measure is very important to achieve that, the improvement. That's where we have seen great value, and that's where we have, that's why we have taken the help and support of We Matter there.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What are three words that come to your mind when you think of We Matter?
Now, I think one that clearly ease of doing the whole employee engagement survey. We could all get very detailed insight into this. We could very well understand what is working good, what's an area where we should focus. I think, and of course, you could really understand our environment and create. You could customize the way it is to be done for an organization, understanding the organization environment. I think you could work along with us and get that done for us.
That's nice. That's really nice. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot for your input, for sharing your best practices. And it's wonderful to know and understand how you have built and Muthoot has built, and you've furthered that purpose-driven organization, and how driving the purpose has helped you engage employees, engage customers, and therefore continuously improve the top line and the bottom line, which is the revenue and profit of the business. And the linkage with purpose and dedicatedly driving the purpose is something which is learning for me. And it sounds uh, like Tata Group philosophy of creating purpose-driven organization. And I'm sure the audience of this video interview podcast, as well as the readers of book which will contain this interview, will benefit hugely. And we look forward to continue to work with you and serve you. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot again, and congratulations for the awards once again.
Thank you.